Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Video Game Choo Choo. I'm your host, Mike Casamano. With me tonight, I got John Michonski.
Hi!
John's always here.
Isn't that boring? Don't you wish that I would leave for once? Don't you wish that I wasn't around?
John, I wish you were here forever. I wish I could trap you in this call like a ghost.
What? Mike, I am not a ghost that needs busting, okay? Get your stinking claws off of me, alright?
Bustin' makes me feel good.
You see, that scene, that song makes me feel uncomfortable. I've talked about this before, but I think I need to mention this on the show. I need to talk about this on the show. That song makes me uncomfortable because that song is often played at like children's Halloween parties.
Nope, you've definitely talked about this. This is weird.
That song is played at children's Halloween parties. But in the movie, the part where he says bustin' makes me feel good is the same part where Dan Aykroyd's getting his dick sucked by a ghost. So, they're talking about another kind of bustin' that I don't want to have to think about while I'm at a children's Halloween party. Like, oh yeah, you kids love Ghostbusters, right? Yeah, I bet you kids remember the part where Dan Aykroyd's getting his fucking dog treated right. Oh man, do you remember that, kids? Weren't you, like, you didn't even understand what was going on there. I bet that was the scariest scene in that movie. God damn. I'm sorry, kids. I'm sorry, children. I'm sorry.
Rip in peace. And Miles Cox is here.
What are you guys doing here? This is a 7-Eleven bathroom.
Miles Cox is in the 7-Eleven bathroom with me and John. John is busy dyeing his hair, cutting it off.
What?
I'm snorting lots of cocaine. Miles is just trying to take a shit.
Where'd you get those microphones?
They're always with us, Miles Cox.
Oh no.
Miles.
Is this where you record Chooch?
This is where we record Chooch. This is where we've always been recording Chooch.
That's so weird. I thought you lived on the opposite side of the country.
It's all been a scam. We've killed Steven and now we gotta get out of here.
Oh no.
We gotta get the fuck out of here. Oh god.
John just
I guess
one too many spider jokes. John just did a murder.
Enough was enough.
I guess, would you guys mind if I joined you?
I wouldn't mind. I mean, you'll have to finish your shit.
Yeah.
Alright, hang on.
Wash your hands too, you sicko.
Yeah, come on. Right. This is a clean podcast. For good children. Well,
technically, I haven't done anything yet. So no poop has happened.
Alright, well, that's acceptable.
In fact, I think just walking in here and seeing you guys has made it just retract back into me, so I don't have to go anymore.
Oh, let's stop talking about poop.
We are the anti-shit.
Talking about poop. What about video games?
Oh, I like those. Man, video games, you guys. Miles Cox.
Hi.
I hear you know about the Oculus Rift.
I do. What do you want to know?
What is it?
It is a virtual reality headset. And it's pretty much the first of its kind that actually, works.
It's this is the future.
Yeah, it's most definitely the future. So I got my hands on one. And yeah, it's nice. You can obviously tell that this is the future. There are things.
I'm gonna go close that window.
Oh no.
I don't know if you can hear that.
Close that window.
People are being loud outside.
There's a window in a 7-Eleven bathroom. Anyway. Yeah, so the Oculus Rift is, it's really cool. I like it a lot. So for those who don't know, I bet it was either a year or 2 years ago that it was on Kickstarter. And, if you're listening to this podcast, you probably already know. But,
and if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. Everyone was like, whoa, VR is happening, virtual reality. And, So they released a developer kit. I got my hands on one. I've been playing around with it for a few months now. I've had it since Christmas. And yeah, I'm liking it a lot. And so I'm definitely in on this. I'm in on this VR stuff. And I'm glad that Sony is too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sony is too.
Sony is too. Yes, they got their.
That comes later.
That comes later.
The news.
Miles, you can talk about that. I mean, because basically all I would say is, they're doing that. So just talk about whatever you know about that, because I don't know jack shit.
Yeah, so Sony announced their Project Morpheus, which is I wouldn't say it's a Rift competitor, because they're pretty buddy-buddy. In the keynote, they're like, oh, Oculus is really, really cool. We look up to those dudes. We have a few dev kits of our own. And so I'm really proud of Sony because I think that they can do this right and they can, help Oculus out. They're not competing with them. I think they're basically they're working together in spirit.
Yeah, Sony's device seems more like a consumer-oriented thing, like something they can put ads for on TV, and the Oculus is still very much a fucking nerd toy.
Yeah, exactly. The Oculus is for, the enthusiasts, the people who are like, they want the things that aren't gonna be out for a few years. They're the dreamers. And then Sony is like, hey, why don't we take this awesome idea? Why don't we bring it to the masses? Because that's what we need. And so, with Project Morpheus, it's awesome. And I don't think that they're, stepping on Oculus turf, because it's the Wild West. VR hasn't been popularized before. So, what are you gonna do? You just have to, kind of run and gun it.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that someone is going to take the reins in a sense? Like, do you think that someone's going to knock someone out in the near future, or that they are going to coexist exactly? Because I kind of feel like if one of them doesn't catch on, the other one's gonna kind of take over the market.
I feel like so right now they can coexist because it's a brand new tech. It's all new stuff. No one has ever, seen it before. And everyone is working on the standards. Like, nothing has been established yet. Like, nobody knows how to actually make these things yet. It's only just starting to emerge. And so, right now, I think, since Oculus is for PC only, it's only on PC. And they're also going to be publishing games, for PC and stuff like that are native VR. But also, PlayStation has, millions and millions of fans. Sony has, definitely, they have a lot more market experience, and so, they have a lot more control over what can actually happen. So I think, I hope that they work together and they're not seen as competitors. But eventually, I think Project Morpheus is probably going to catch on a lot faster, since, everyone already owns a PS4 and nobody owns like a really high spec gaming PC. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They can stick ads, like I said, they can stick ads for that thing on a TV.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone knows what PlayStation is, so they're like, oh, there's the new thing, virtual reality, Sony's bringing this. And then, Oculus has been working on it. They're contributing to this brand new industry that's appearing. I would say, I would go so far as to say they're popularizing it. And I think that on the PC and on the PS4, they're definitely going to be separate. But, like I saw, Eve Valkyrie was previously confirmed to be PC exclusive. Now it's coming to the PS4. So, I would like to see, the differences between those two. And also, with a PlayStation, you get multiplayer, and you don't get that with a PC, like locally. So I think, there's a lot more potential with both of them working on VR at the same time. Please interrupt me.
No, this is good. This is good.
I've been talking for far too long.
That's what this podcast is based on, dude.
Yeah, no, man, you're the expert on this kind of stuff. We can't, us interrupting you would be dumb, cause you're supposed to be talking about this stuff. You know the inside scoop on this.
Alright,
talking.
Alright, would you mind if I talked about this a little bit more?
Go right ahead. We don't.
Alright, cool. Yeah, so what I'm concerned about is input.
Latency?
We got, latency is definitely an issue. So if you move your head and you can definitely feel, lag, that will make you sick faster than anything else. I know people who've, they've tried the Rift that I have here, and they're like, man, I feel really, really sick. This is not good. And I'm like, well, it's gonna get better. this is the first thing. But anyway, so input, like being controllers and such. So how do we solve that problem? I have no idea. 'Cause like we have controllers, but then, you look down and you move your arms and your arms aren't moving in the game. So that's definitely something we gotta work on. Like I have Razer Hydras, and so far the only like legitimate game that's supported by that isn't even like an official game. It's just straight up Half-Life 2, and it's a mod that some guys make. And so, it is really cool because, you can move your hands about in VR space and swing that crowbar. And
I think we put a video of you, playing around with that on the site.
That's right. I do streams of it sometimes. Yeah, you guys can definitely put some up on the site. I might write about it. I don't know. If I'm on the podcast later on, like in a few more weeks, I'll talk about it some more, but I don't want to be just the Oculus guy.
Too late.
Too bad.
Oh no.
I'm the Transformers guy, John's the waifu guy, and Steven is just gross.
I'm not the waifu guy anymore.
That's right.
I have renounced it. I have moved on from the waifu life.
I'm
so proud of you,
about
John.
this.
You didn't? Well, it's true. I have. It's over.
Elaborate.
It's over.
I don't need to elaborate because all I need to say is that it's done. It's over. It's healthier for me on any level to move on from the waifu life.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Shit.
I'm proud of you, John.
Anime girls, they don't give you true love. Okay?
I quote Jeffrey Gerstmann the first, anime is for jerks.
Oh, no, shh.
I like where this is going.
But hang on, that pause between anime and is for jerks, you can hear he barely whispered, girls.
Alright. As long as that's true, cause look, anime is beautiful. And you know what? Anime girls are still pretty alright, but living a life where waifus are too much of your, too much. You have to separate your waifu from your lifu. And and if you don't do that, things get fucked up.
John, this is
what
too
if you
bad.
don't separate? Do you go cryfu?
That's
Miles,
enough.
if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna stab you with a knifeu. How about that?
Oh, shit.
Well, John, this is too bad because I was going to send you, one of my friends, did a print of Junks, like, completely independent of me asking her to. I was gonna buy it and send it to you.
Why don't you just keep it and hang it up on your ceiling and just become John Michonski circa 4 weeks ago?
Look, just take my advice. Don't get a waifu. It's bad. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna get a waifu.
Do it.
Alright, good.
I'm not a big anime guy, you know?
Hell. TBH, go ahead and send that print though. Just know, it's not my number one priority.
Look,
John, have you renounced 2D?
I renounced 2D, but that doesn't mean that I can't still have a favorite character.
Alright, hey John, I don't mean to pry-fu, but what made you decide
Miles.
to renounce?
Damn.
What made you decide this? Or is that too much?
It's too much. I don't want to talk about it on the cast.
Alright, we'll talk about it literally as soon as we're done recording.
Private.
Alright, yeah, let's talk about some actual video games.
Alright, yeah, let's talk about what we've been playing. How about that?
Yeah, let's talk about some video games.
I just want an excuse to say pry-fu, sorry.
It's a shame. I couldn't think of any gags in time, but now that segment's over, and now we have to get to John Michonski. What have you been playing? The official segment on VideoGameChooChoo.com's official podcast.
The only segment.
I haven't really been playing too much. I fell down an Uncharted hole where I have been playing every Uncharted game like at once right now. I don't know what happened, but literally all of them except for 3 right now. Like I'm playing 2. I'm playing Golden Abyss. I beat 1 already.
Okay, so how does Golden Abyss hold up compared to the rest of them?
I'll get to that.
Alright.
I just hang on, wait. I unplugged my headphones there. Okay. So I'm playing Uncharted 2. I'll talk about each of them separately. Uncharted 2 is a very, very good game. I am extremely happy that Naughty Dog improved so much from 1 to 2. Uncharted 1, I don't hate it as much as, like, say, Steven does, but I still think that it pales intensely compared to the second one. I feel similarly with Uncharted 1 as I do Uncharted 1 and Uncharted 2 with Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, where I feel like the first one isn't a bad game, and there's people that really hate the first one in that series, but think that the second one is a godsend, and I agree. Because Mass Effect 2 and Uncharted 2 are, I mean, I haven't finished Uncharted 2, but if Uncharted 2 continues the way that it's going, I could very easily say that it's one of the best games ever. And I did finish Mass Effect 2, and I think that is one of the best games ever.
Yo, for real, Uncharted 2 is the only Uncharted game I've ever actually played and beaten. I haven't even tried 1 or 3 or Golden Abyss. I really enjoyed my time with it, and also my copy of Mass Effect 2 is cursed, so every time I install it, bad things happen, so I can't play it. So I think I'll just like, I think I'll just like watch the cutscenes on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
I think if you wanna watch, the events of Uncharted in a really interesting way, Chip Cheesem and General Ironicus made very good Let's Plays of those games. They're doing Uncharted 3 right now.
Okay.
I will warn you, Chip and Ironicus today, they've improved drastically. Like, they are really smart guys, but much like pretty much anyone, they had a time where they were ignorant, and they say some kinda shitty stuff in their old LPs. They completely stopped doing that now, but, like, there's just a couple, bad air quotes words that, you know, I don't like hearing in their old LPs, but it's just they recorded that back in 2007, 2008 or something, so it's maybe a little bit later, maybe 2010, but like I said, it's not like...
Well, at least they learned.
Yeah, they learned. So it's not something that you can really judge them now about. But yeah, it's just just keep that in mind. But I watched their Uncharted 1 Let's Play a little while ago, right after I finished Uncharted 1, just because I wanted to just compare how Chip played, because Chip Cheesem is legitimately one of the best video game players ever. He's not a competitive, I don't know if he's good at fighting games or anything, but he gets extremely good at action games. He's probably... He
has that reaction time.
He's probably the best Metal Gear Solid or Metal Gear Rising Revengeance player ever. He is very good. He gets very good at games.
That game is so easy to be good at, though.
So, on the one hand, you've got me who just stumbled into being good at that game, and then you got Chip on the other hand who is just good.
I mean,
Mike is Chip.
No, I mean, okay,
Chip.
Yeah, you can get good and, breeze through that game, but the way that Chip Cheesem plays Revengeance is on a whole nother level. Just watch a Revengeance video that he made, and it is completely different than how, most people play it.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. That's me talking about Let's Players I like there. So yeah, I'm playing Uncharted 2 and I think it's awesome. And now I'm playing Golden Abyss because I got it for free on PlayStation Plus. It's a forever free game on PlayStation Plus. On
oh wow.
Vita.
Golden Abyss is?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, so would you say grabbing a Vita is worth it now?
I would not say that Uncharted Golden Abyss is worth a damn.
I just mean getting a Vita in general. So if I've already beaten Persona 4 Golden, should I get a Vita?
How did you beat Golden?
I borrowed a friend's Vita, and I enjoyed my time with it.
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not getting a PS4 until there's an MGS5 special edition. And so I guess without a PS4, it kind of doesn't make sense to have a Vita, at all. Or at least that's what I've been thinking.
No, yeah. I agree. The Vita's, like, killer app, for lack of a better term, is still Persona. Like, I have to imagine that sold a lot of copies. What?
It's still really good. I will never get tired of that game.
No, Persona's incredible. I just fucked up how I did something on my Vita, so now I gotta basically replay it. I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to replaying Persona 4.
I'm really glad that they added the, hit start to fast forward through everything feature.
Yep.
But yeah, so Golden Abyss. It's an Uncharted game. They tried a little too hard to include the touchscreen and the tilt and the back screen and all that, but you don't have to use that.
Okay, so it's optional.
Yeah, so it's not terrible, but it's viable, and it's just a budget Uncharted game, basically. It's not it's not up to par with the other game. Like, it's not up to par to 2, and I'm pretty sure it's not up to par to 3. It's a little bit better than 1, just from what I've played, but that's not that hard.
Yeah.
But it's alright. Like I said, cause I got it for free, whatever. But I did play one other Uncharted game. And this one I really want to talk about it.
Uncharted Racing?
No, not Uncharted Racing.
Oh no.
Uncharted, I think it's Fight for Fortune.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There's an Uncharted trading card game on the Vita.
Oh my god. I thought that was a joke.
Nope.
This isn't a goof, this is a real thing?
It's real. It's totally real.
Oh my, hang on.
It is 100% real. And it's not that bad. It's kind of difficult to grasp, but it's not that bad.
So is this like Metal Gear Acid, but for Uncharted?
No. It's a straight up trading card game.
Oh my god. It's real.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try to explain how this game works.
Can you summon Exodia?
You can summon Nathan Drake.
Okay, so the 5 parts of Nathan Drake, and then you just win?
No, you just summon Nathan Drake. There's no automatic.
And does he just say something clever and then leave?
No. I'm gonna explain.
Alright, do it.
Hang on, wait.
John Michonski, you're so unprofessional.
You're making me post a post on Tumblr for Choo Choo questions, you fuck.
Yeah, because no one responds when I do it.
Let's try this one more time.
Yeah.
And John Michonski, back to you.
Alright, so the way that you play this game is... Alright, there's 3 different types of cards. There are faction cards, there's fortune cards, and then there's resource cards. Every turn, you start out with... There's also 3 types of faction cards. There's heroes, villains, and mercenaries. So when every turn starts, you get 1 point for each. You get a hero point, a villain point, and a mercenary point. You start the match with 3 points each. So you spend a point to summon a character. And the more powerful the character is, the more points it is. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna want to summon a weak hero because I have a strong villain that I want to use later. So I'm gonna keep using weak heroes over and over until I get enough points to summon my villain or whatever.
Oh, so that's like your mana, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
But it's not like you have any lands or anything to put down to build even more. It's just, you just get one every turn.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, so then you play the character, and then if the character says that you have to do anything, then you do it. There's some characters that do more damage to other characters based on, story things from the game. This isn't a big spoiler, but right at the beginning of Uncharted 1, I forget what the guy's name, but the old white dude shoots Sully in the beginning of that game.
Oh, the old white dude. I thought you were talking about Sully.
No, the bad old white dude. That guy shoots Sully right at the beginning of the game. And so he does more damage to Sully. But
is it like type differences, but it's just based off the story?
It's just based on what happened in the series. So,
so does Nathan Drake just kind of trump everything?
No, he does more damage to specific villain characters, but Like and not every character has a trump to another character. Like it has to say on a specific card that like, yeah, this character does more damage. Like it's not a constant thing. Like Nate doesn't automatically do more damage to every villain, you know, it's just specific ones.
Okay.
And so you have 5 places to put your cards on the field, and where you place your cards matters. Because if you put a card in front of another card, then they'll battle, and they'll keep battling until one of them dies. But if you put a card where there's an empty space, you have to wait a turn because there's like a summoning sickness thing. But after that first turn, if they don't put a card across from your card, you can just attack directly.
It's really complicated, but that sounds kind of fun.
But there's more. Okay, so the next part...
Of course there's more.
Yeah, of course there's more.
It's a card game. Why wouldn't there be more?
Yeah. So the next part is the fortune aspect. Every turn you have, after you place down a character, there are, you can also skip placing down a character if you just want to pool more, points.
Okay.
So then there's a part where you have to pick from 3 fortunes. And then the 3 cards are face down, so you just pick one randomly, and then you pick it up, and there is there's a fortune amount on the bottom of the card. Okay. And like, just say for example, it's a turquoise treasure that's worth 11 fortune points. You can attach that to a character, and then when a character defeats an enemy, or I think a certain number of turns pass, I don't remember, you bank that number of points towards your fortune counter, or you could just immediately discard it and get 5 fortune immediately.
Huh.
What the fortune is used for is for resource cards. Resource cards you can attach to your character by spending your fortune, and that will boost their abilities. Like I
was gonna say, is it like ammo or like armor or stuff like that?
They don't have ammo, but it's like, okay, yeah, here's a machine gun. The machine gun boosts your attack.
Oh, okay.
So the machine gun, like if your character has 2 attack, you attach the machine gun and then it boosts it up by 3, so now it has 5 attack. So it'll hit your opponent or the other character for 5 damage instead of just 2. Or you can get armor and that boosts your hit points. Shit like that.
Okay. Okay, so since it's a brand new, type of card game that obviously it's not like Magic or Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any of those other trading card games. So it's not a real, like, it's not a real life card game that you can play.
Not that I know of, but it's,
okay.
I mean, it's
okay, I was gonna say,
it's kind of too complicated, and the structure of the game is so weird that I feel like if they tried to play it in real life, it would just get too fucked up.
Okay.
Like, having it automated makes it work a lot better.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, are there any specific combinations of cards that you've seen, like, that can totally trump
I haven't gotten too into it, but...
Okay, I was gonna say, you know, if there are balance issues, like...
I don't think so.
That's kind of important.
There is another thing, though, that does make it kind of imbalanced. I mean, if they did translate this into a real card game, obviously they wouldn't put this into effect. They would probably just make it instantly. But if you have found treasures in Golden Abyss, the fortune that you get from that treasure in the card doubles.
Okay, so if I play Golden Abyss and play through it like 40 times, theoretically...
No. Like, if you play Golden Abyss and you have one save file, okay, just, like, whatever save file you use, like the save file that is active in Golden Abyss, if you find a treasure and then you get that treasure on a fortune card, you get double fortune if you get it activated. Like, if you discard it, you always get 5. But if your character beats another character with that fortune, it's double the amount on the card.
That's interesting, but it also really scares me, because now I know that there are actually people out there, like, I'm willing to bet that there are people out there who only play Golden Abyss to get the buffs in the card game.
I mean, that's crazy, but I don't know. I mean, there's also similar things with the resource cards where, like, for example, there's a card for 100 headshots. It's just straight up called 100 headshots. So it's like, if you got the trophy for 100 headshots in Golden Abyss, then your attack goes up by 6 instead of 3.
Oh, like, wow.
I don't know. I think it's a neat concept. I only have played the demo.
It's better than microtransactions for sure.
Yeah, I've only played the demo, but yeah, it's pretty neat.
Nice.
Man, that's just weird that somebody made that.
Uh-huh.
I straight up can't get into card games, but I understand the appeal.
Yeah. I understand the appeal of something that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you've been playing, John?
Well, there was one thing that I'm going to do something with.
Yep.
I don't really want to talk too much about it because, for one thing, I want to finish my article about it. I'm not really doing too much writing for it. It's more just like I'm trying to give a place for other people to talk about it. But I'll just say it, like, because I know that a lot of people are aware of it, especially people who know me, just about the Ground Zeroes, Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. I'm gonna wait until next week to talk in detail about it, especially because I know Steven wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
that's smart.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it next week, so that way nobody can blame me for spoilers, because, I mean, for one thing, the game is like 2 hours. Just play through it.
I died 7 times and I beat it in 80 minutes still. Or it was like 7 or 17. It was something like that. It's a short game.
Yeah, but I will talk in detail about my feelings about that game next week.
They're not positive from what I've heard. Alright, well, if you want to know more about this thing John's doing, get in touch with him on Twitter, at John Michonski.
Yeah, get in touch with me on Twitter or send me an email, John Michonski at...
No, it's just John.
Oh, John at videogamechoochoo.com.
Yep, John at videogamechoochoo.com.
Or you can send me an email, because I'm lonely.
Miles is very lonely.
Oh my god.
Miles, have you been filling that loneliness with video games?
Well, I'm not actually lonely, but yes, I have been playing video games.
Great.
Let's see, what's in the recent list on my Steam account. I have 10 minutes in Guacamelee.
That sounds about right.
I got the Nacho Libre skin and the Super Mario skin, and I played 10 minutes, and I was like, this is a really charming game, and I like it. I'll find the time to play it later, and then I didn't.
Yeah.
Alright, you know what I have been playing, though? The Swapper.
Yeah,
that's been out for
man.
a while.
I have that game, I just haven't...
You should play it. If you liked Gunpoint, I think you'll like the Swapper. It's a good game. You want me to talk about it?
Yeah, I think you should talk about it.
I'll say some words. Alright, so, so the first thing is, it's not a combat game. There's no combat, it feels like Limbo crossed with Super Metroid in a way. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it has basically an overworld, and you're in like this space colony, and you know, there's a lot of this mystery, and there's no other people, and so you have to walk around, you're finding these, you're basically trying to discover, like, what happened. I'm not too far into it, so I don't know what's going on with the story, so I don't want to accidentally spoil anything, but so the main, mechanic is you have a left trigger and a right trigger, and so the left trigger, lets you spawn a clone of yourself, anywhere that you have line of sight. So this is a puzzle game. And so the clone moves with you. So if you press right and you move to the right, that clone moves to the right. So the only way to get rid of the clones is to either, kill them, walk through, like, there's like a little cleansing thing that kills all the clones, or there's like if you touch them, or if they die, they will like absorb into you. And so you can have 4 clones, not counting yourself. And it's hard. It's a hard game. Like the intro, puzzles just have you like, spawn a clone on this, button, and then walk through the door that opens. But now it's like, there's so much to it. Because, and this is why the game is called the Swapper. Your right trigger lets you switch basically your consciousness to whichever clone you're pointing at. So you're basically the main objective that I've seen right now is you're looking for these orbs to power like teleportation devices to get to other parts of this, spaceship, right? And so you can only collect the orbs if you're controlling, whatever is touching the orb. There are like lights that prevent you from spawning clones in certain areas, and there are switches that turn those lights off, and you can't swap into an area that has purple lights, or there's lots of cool stuff that it really makes you think. And so what you do is you can spawn a clone and then point at it, and you'll be taking control of that clone. And now, the guy you just were is now a clone, and he can die, and it doesn't matter. And so it's really, really cool because when you're holding down the left trigger to spawn a clone of yourself, the entire game goes into slow-mo. And so everything is moving really slowly. And there are parts where it's really cool. So there's a part where you have to climb up like this really tall shaft. And so you basically jump into the shaft and you spawn a clone way up high, and then you switch to that, and then you just repeat that. And that's how you get upwards. And it's a crazy game. It's cheap on Steam. Let me see, it's like,
I think it's like the base price is $15.
Yeah, it's $14.99 on Steam. It has Linux and OS X support. I definitely recommend playing it with gamepad, but it also works with mouse and keyboard because you're using like a little mouse pointer. But man, that game is good. It also helps that it's pretty as hell. It looks really good. It's got really good sound design. It's mysterious and creepy sometimes. But yeah, it's a good game. And I think, if you're listening to the words I'm saying right now, you should play this. Oh, and it's also written by the same guy who wrote Penumbra and FTL.
Ooh. The FTL has some good writing. I think people forget that. They did a really good job of building a world.
They did a really good job of letting the game build worlds itself, and you fighting through those and dying and getting really mad and then stop playing the game for 2 months.
Yep. Sounds about right. So, Miles.
Yes.
Definitive yes or no answer. Which is better, Swapper or Gunpoint?
You're really gonna make me answer?
Choose wisely.
Alright, let's see. Let's see how many... Okay. Based on the writing, I really like Gunpoint. Gunpoint is clever as hell. I like that game. And it's almost not even fair to compare them because they're they're different things, but I don't know. They're both 2D puzzle games. And I think if you liked one, you may like the other. And that's a real cop-out answer. But
it's a cop-out question, to be fair.
Yeah, that's really cheap. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Fuck.
Really good at this.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see. What else have I been playing? Oh man. So my 3DS has not been getting lots of love recently. And then a magical thing happened. Bravely Default came out.
I can't find a copy of that game to save my fucking life.
Buy digital.
Here. But back in Buffalo, you can't get rid of the fucking things.
Hey, buy digital.
No,
You'll never lose it. You'll never lose it.
I should have bought Pokemon digital.
That's what I did. That was a really good idea. Also, I got it 2 hours before it came out. Yeah. It's, digital games on a Nintendo console is definitely it's problematic because they don't have an account system. So if you lose your 3DS or if it breaks or anything happens, boop, you're screwed.
See, that's
sorry,
my
man. I take care of my electronics, so I'm not worried.
I keep my 3DS in a locked box, and I lost the key, and all those games are still there.
Oh no.
Now I need to destroy this box.
I live in a dorm, so...
You probably shouldn't have a 3DS if you live in a dorm.
Dude, I made so many bad decisions when I moved here. I have my PS4 here.
Oh, man.
I was just throwing down a humor funny. I'm sorry, Mike.
I live in a dorm, so, like, I am perpetually afraid that, like, I'm gonna get my 3DS stolen. Like,
lock your door, bro.
I do, but...
Well, if my short experience with college is anything to be believed, it's that everyone has a 3DS. Yeah, everyone already has one, so yours isn't gonna get stolen.
No, people are gonna steal it and then sell it and then use the money to buy weed.
That's in California.
Yeah, I live in California with a dorm full of people who just love weed.
All that legalwana is marilized.
They love that sweet hashish.
Hashish.
Smoking on that dank kush.
Man, what was I talking about? Digital games, Bravely Default. Yes.
Good?
Yeah, I'm liking it. I've only played, it's Square Enix, so, like, you can kinda get a feel for what I'm about to say. But they kinda need to stop making Final Fantasy because Bravely Default is 1,000 times better. Like, even down to the base mechanics. Like, it's very, very similar to Final Fantasy.
Bravely Default was supposed to be a Final Fantasy game. Like, it was originally a sequel to the Four Heroes of Light.
You know what? I'm kinda glad it's not. Yeah. Because I like the fact that it's technically a new IP.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I love new IPs. It plays very, very similarly to, Final Fantasy. Like, there's an airship, there's an overworld, there's towns and shops, and it basically plays like, Final Fantasy 3, whichever one is the one that came out in the US. It's a fantastic game. I love the battle system. They do some really cool things that I really like, about, I guess if you get addicted to that game and you keep playing it, what they do is there's kind of a mini game that helps out. I wouldn't call it a mini game, but it's a part of the game that you can access at any time, and you're basically rebuilding a city. And so,
we've heard this a couple times from Steven.
Yeah, okay, so Steven has explained, so yeah, you rebuild the city and it's timed, and you street pass more people, that kind of stuff. I really like it. You would think that that'd be something that would definitely hurt the game, but no, it's really good. Also, I really like, just switching jobs and doing side quests and unlocking crazy jobs. Like, I have a dude who is just straight up an entrepreneur, and so he's like really rich and he attacks with money. Mm-hmm. It's good, and all of his powers are like, I think one of them is just straight up called pay to play. And you pay a bunch of money to raise your critical rate and just destroy everything.
Alright, Mike, what I want you to do right now is, I want you to splice in some, loads of money right here. I want you to splice in the whole song.
If I had a record player, I would.
Too much work.
Alright,
If I had a record player, I could just bust it out, cause I own it on vinyl.
I was just kidding, cause I don't want us to get arrested.
John, if you were editing, if you weren't going to your convention with your friends.
Ooh, hey, I'm having a good time this weekend, and I don't need to hear your bullshit.
Yes, you do, John.
I want to hear this bullshit because I like conflict.
Can't edit the fucking podcast now. I gotta edit it, and I can't play Infamous straight for 72 hours.
Hey.
God dang.
That's enough, Mike. Okay?
Oh, man.
Why don't you make Steven edit it for once?
Cause you and I both know that will end poorly for everyone involved.
That's true.
Please keep fighting. Just keep.
And John, while we're on the subject of fighting, I think you stink.
Mike, Mike, let's stop this. I think Miles is getting a little turned.
I'm getting honey just thinking about it.
Alright, we referenced Squart Guy. We're done.
That's the single worst thing I've ever done in my entire life, and I apologize.
We're done with this entire show. We're done. Video Game Choo Choo is over.
The last episode.
Alright.
Rest in peace. I revoke your badge.
Alright, we're done.
Anything else? Miles Cox?
I have a question for you.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Have you been playing any video games?
Actually, no, not a whole lot. I've been busy. Because I have to make my own major at this fucking college.
The last time I spoke to you, you were busy playing a certain game that starts with and ends with Titanfall for Xbox One.
Yeah, I'm
pretty sure you might have already talked about it.
I did, but I like it still. Now that I'm like looking back on it, it seems cool. Right. I convinced a friend to buy, like, we were in Target, right? And he was getting like some allergy medicine. I was like, hey, while we're here, they have some Titanfall Xbox One bundles. Why don't you buy one?
And, well, let's get some allergy medicine and an Xbox One.
Yeah, and he walked out of the store with a new Xbox, so I guess I'm good at selling people on things.
But then you have to buy more medicine.
That's true. He needs to cure his Titanfall
It's just an
addiction.
endless loop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I only played the training missions in Titanfall, and I liked it, because I had the beta on PC, but I'm not gonna get an Xbox for it.
No, you have the PC, just get it there.
Yeah. And people give Origin a lot of shit, but I think it's fine.
Whatever. They turned off all the fucking terrible shit about it.
Yeah, and this is coming from, like, an extreme fanboy.
Miles
Origin is not terrible. I love Valve. Valve is nice.
Valve is nice.
They're doing cool stuff.
Yeah, if like you don't use Origin because they did a bad thing once, then you're encouraging companies to do shitty things forever and then never change.
Yep.
Don't do that. That's
EA
bad.
is still being voted for worst company of the entire year.
I mean, the shit that they pulled with Battlefield, like, I don't think they're the worst company, but
I feel like it's a specific division of EA that everyone's focusing on, because
fucking there's a part. Door. Jesus Christ! All right, I'll be right back. I have to tell people to quiet the fuck down.
Rest in peace. Bring a Naifu with you.
Yeah.
Your waifu, lifu, Naifu, Strifu.
Get a crowbar, pry through that door open. What was I talking about?
I don't fucking know.
Oh well.
Alright, I think Mike was trying to talk about Titanfall, and...
yes, Titanfall.
I guess this stopped.
Mike,
hey, Mike.
Are you done talking about Titanfall?
Yeah, I haven't played it since we last spoke.
Alright, you didn't play anything else?
No, I've been a little busy. I'm gonna play Infamous this weekend, though, and try and have a review up.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Alright.
And
This could just be a nice short episode. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not particularly, yeah. We could do a short one. I could actually try and edit tonight if we get short enough.
Alright, there you go. Alright, well, I guess we can move on to news then.
News!
Hey, we don't have to, Mike, we're trying, how many times did I tell you that we aren't the Bombcast?
Wait, we're not?
Oh no.
We're like the dollar store Bombcast. We're the dollar store your grandmother buys for you.
Mike,
because it has like the same cover, but it's just,
I went to the dollar store last week, and they were just straight up selling Choo Choo compilation DVDs, and this is what I've never seen before. Like, who licensed this? I've never heard you guys talk about this. Why don't you advertise more like that?
We're better than that.
We're not better than that.
Mike, we're better than that. Believe in yourself.
We're definitely not, but we're not better than most things. We're worse than most things.
I was at the bargain bin, and there's just a little guy in there. He was like, listen to Video Game Choo Choo.
Hey guys, it's me, the Video Game Choo Choo. Hello, it's me, the Choo Choo Man. I'm here to tell you about the Choo Choo plan. Ooh.
Johnny, you okay?
Choo Choo!
Are you alright, John Michonski?
Yeah, let's talk about news.
I am kind of amazed it took us 35 episodes to directly reference the Bombcast in, like, some musical form.
And it only took me.
God damn it, Miles.
Fuck, you guys.
It only took my presence to set it off.
Alright. There's been
by the way.
What?
Jeff Gerstmann, if you're listening, you need to respond to me, man. You need to tell me how I can get a job there. Okay.
Yeah, tell all of us that. Everyone on this call would like to know the answer to that question.
He told me to bug him, and I'm bugging him, and he's not responding he's not responding at all. So,
well, hey, you have the license.
Bugging him.
Might as well.
Hey, John, what's your news?
There's been a report that the director of the Bourne Identity movies is in final negotiations to make a Splinter Cells movie.
Wait.
All right.
Doug Liman?
Oh. So not the one that is good.
I guess not. No. Doug Liman is going to direct that. He directed Go, Swingers, and The Bourne Identity.
Those are all things I've never seen.
Supposedly, if he gets the go-ahead, it's going to start production in August. And Tom Hardy is supposed to be playing Sam Fisher.
I'm excited.
Tom Hardy is actually my stage name?
Miles Cox is the new Sam Fisher.
No, it's not. I'll stop lying.
I'm Sam Fisher. No, wait. No, I'm Otacon.
You're Otacon. Quit it.
Yeah, the Metal Gear movie. I totally forgot about that. We haven't even started filming yet. Yeah, I'm Otacon in the upcoming Metal Gear movie.
Alright.
That's my news. Actually, there's some more stuff, but you can continue.
Yeah, I don't really have much more to talk about that. I just wanted to mention it. I think Mike will be interested in this one.
Okay.
EA has supposedly landed a deal for Titanfall 2, but the sequel most likely won't be Microsoft exclusive.
But are they gonna call it Tootenfall? That's what I want to know. Oh.
Get the fuck out of my podcast.
See, this is why I need to get a job in the games industry, because I'm making it happen.
You're an ideas man.
I've got ideas.
They are shitty ideas, but they are there.
They're bad ideas.
They're there?
Eventually something sticks to the wall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw everything that I have, everything I own, all of my money, I'm gonna throw everything at the wall of this 7-Eleven bathroom, and something is gonna stick, because the walls are sticky. No one ever cleans it.
Hey, I got some news for you guys.
What?
What's your news?
Breaking report.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
From Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Oh no.
This Whirl toy is pretty fucking good.
Alright, let's move on.
I got this new Transformer. Transformers Generations Thrilling 30 Voyager Class Whirl. Autobot
Breaking
Whirl.
news!
Steven was talking about it last week on the show. It's pretty good.
Yes.
Like, if you like the Transformers comics, and you should, because they're great, you'll love this Whirl, but even not, he's a cool robot design. He's got, like, chicken legs, got weird pincer hands, got a weird head, turns into a helicopter, comes with stickers, got everything you need.
Yo, I'm up for wacky Transformers.
Dude, Miles.
Yo.
And John, to a lesser extent.
Yeah.
When are you gonna read the comics?
Never.
The last comic I read was, oh geez. It was like a year ago when they were doing the Sonic Mega Man crossovers. And I literally read 2 issues of that, and then I stopped.
That crossover was kind of bad.
Yeah. The only good part about it was that Dr. Robotnik and Dr. Wily were best buddies.
And that was hilarious. That was the best part. Everything else sucked about that. The actual Mega Man comics are really good though. I highly recommend those. Like,
I got an issue of those for my birthday and it was pretty good.
They are really good.
More than meets the eye is an incredible comic.
Yeah, okay, hang on. I'm gonna get up because I've got some more news, but it's from the past. So let me grab my copy of Game Informer from 2005. Just give me a sec.
Alright.
While he's doing that, John, what else you got?
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Band Hero, DJ Hero, and Guitar Hero DLC is all being taken off of the PSN and Xbox Live Marketplace on April 1st.
RIP.
On March 31st, the game servers will stay online. The announcement will not affect DLC that's already out, or that you already bought. And on March 31st, selected songs will be discounted 50% on PS3, 360, and Wii.
Cool.
And also the Guitar Hero game on iOS will be pulled from sale. But it's 99 cents right now, so if you want to buy it now, I do it now.
I ain't care. All that matters to me is Rock Band Blitz.
Alright.
I played maybe 2 hours of Rock Band in my entire life, and it was terrible.
This is about Guitar Hero, you fucks.
Oh, let's see here. Here's the top sellers for the Nintendo GameCube in 2006. Number 1, not surprisingly, Naruto Clash of the Ninja 2.
Why are you reading this?
This is news, Mike.
No,
John. This is news. Mike and John, this is news. It doesn't matter when it's from.
You can only find this one issue in the bathroom.
Yeah, no, this is the only reading material that 7-Eleven has.
Alright, well.
Oh, hey, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are coming out next year. That's cool.
Yes.
Meta Knight was confirmed for Smash. Smash Bros. Brawl. I'm excited.
You know who isn't confirmed for Smash 4?
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
Oh,
you know who's never getting confirmed?
Nobody.
Never.
I know what you're gonna say, so just...
Nah, Mewtwo's got a chance.
Okay, real talk. I'm just gonna talk about Smash for a second.
Okay. As we are often wont to do.
This is not gonna happen. I really want Captain Rainbow.
It's not gonna happen.
I really want Captain Rainbow.
Like, maybe if Captain Rainbow actually sold well in Japan, but like that Captain Rainbow shout out that they posted on the Smash Bros site, that was Sakurai.
That's what gave me hope.
No, that was Sakurai saying, like, winking and saying, hey, Captain Rainbow, am I right? Nah, I'm just kidding. We're putting Chibi Robo in here.
Captain Rainbow's too big.
Chibi Robo's too small.
Oh no.
Ridley's too big.
Let's not mention Ridley.
Why not?
I don't want to start another fight, cause then I'd have to change my pants.
Excuse me?
What?
Miles, stop jerking your fucking cock.
I don't have to.
Stop coxing.
It's in his name.
Miles.
Here's the thing is, I don't have to because I'm a part of a special species. I don't have to. All right, you know what? I'm not even gonna make this joke. Nope. Let's move on.
What the fuck?
I'm done.
This is a tragedy.
PlayStation Vita recently got a Crunchyroll and an NHL Game Center Live app. But soon, it will also get Hulu Plus and Redbox Instant.
Okay.
And finally. The big news. This is some really big news, legit. Walmart is going to start accepting used games for electronic credit.
Alright, hang on, just give me 1 second. I have to... Yeah!
Alright. Okay. It will begin March 26th. They will begin accepting games.
It's the first day of the rest of my life, everybody.
And you'll be able to make some money off of your games, but sometime this summer, you'll be able to actually purchase the pre-ordered games. Or the pre-owned games.
Do you guys know what that means?
Don't. Do tell.
I don't have to set foot inside a GameStop ever again!
Alright.
You did it.
I did it. I didn't do it, but they did, and I'm really happy about it.
Good for them.
No, for real, that's really cool. I mean, the only Walmart that I'm close to is literally 20 feet away from a GameStop. So I don't think it really matters, but then that's 20 feet away from McDonald's and Starbucks and a Subway. And so I spend a lot of my time there.
Yeah.
You can go to the McDonald's and look up cowboykiss.com.
Ugh.
Sounds good.
I should go to McDonald's and look up videogamechoochoo.com.
That's what everyone should do. Go to videogamechoochoo.com.
Just like forever.
Yeah, just
for real, I kind of just want to go to Best Buy and load up Video Game Choo Choo on every single computer.
Don't do that kind of obnoxious viral marketing. That ain't the shit.
I absolutely do that kind of obnoxious viral marketing.
Alright, check this out. This is embarrassing talk here. When I was 14, and I was still 4'11", and I had a really high voice, I did art for a webcomic called 2P Restart. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of 2P Start. It was a really good webcomic. I mean, I liked it, and it ended in, 2009. And I was like, oh no, this can't end. This can't be happening. And I was 14, and I was an idiot, so I decided to revive it. And so, 2P Restart lasted a year, and it was terrible, but it was on Kotaku twice.
I just Googled it, and It's on here.
Yeah, and it's terrible. That's back when I was obsessed with Apple. So if you go to like the Kotaku link that shows my webcomic, it's literally just me yelling about Steve Jobs.
Good job.
It's terrible. Don't look up Tippy Restart. Just
it's already done.
Yeah, it's over. And I also did a podcast that's still up on iTunes. Look up 2P Restart Live.
Great! Great.
So if you want to hear Baby Miles,
right.
And then Mike, you should edit in me talking from that podcast. Just
too much work.
Just edit. I'll send you a voice clip.
Entirely too much work.
But no, it was terrible. And yeah, there's the Miles fact of the week.
Okay, I found you tweeting about it.
My God.
I really hope this links somewhere. Follow link. Connecting the iTunes store.
There it is. Did you find it?
I'm trying to find it, Myles Cox. You have one post on the IGN message boards.
Oh my God. I forgot about that. Oh my God. It's also on the Brawl in the Family forums.
No, I found that too. Miles, I don't think the 2P Restart podcast exists.
I still have the files. They're in my Dropbox.
Great!
So if you're listening to this, bug me about it on Tumblr. I'm stoptheallstars.tumblr.com. I'll upload them sometime.
Upload the podcast, dude.
I'll do it. Just so everyone can just be like, wow, Miles is an idiot.
Everyone needs to know.
An idiot. Every single person.
Every person that ever existed. They need to know. They need about 2P Restart. And now they do! Thanks to the magic of Video Game Choo Choo.
There you go.
There you go.
What he doesn't know is that by admitting he's done this terrible webcomic, he'll never get a job at Giant Bomb and I can overthrow Miles. No! I'm doing it for the power.
Jeff, I'm so sorry.
That's a real House of Cards move right there that I did.
That was a House of Cards humor funny?
I'm doing it for power. See?
What's with these television shows? What?
Let's bring up the questions.
Let's do questions.
I like answering things.
Alright, we got some Tumblr questions.
No, we don't.
A good place to send questions to Video Game Choo Choo is videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask. We definitely see all questions on there. Our first question is
whether
from
we
Steven
want to or not.
Yeah, our first question is from Steven, who's not here, and he says,
"Oh no."
He says, "Has Miles," but he spelled it with an I. Has Miles had some fun with Miku yet?
No. Actually, yes.
How so?
There is. When I got my Rift, I just straight up downloaded basically every demo I could find. And there's a Vocaloid, like, it's a mocap animated performance of, like, one of her songs. Okay. And it's, like, in space, and you can, like, walk around and just, like, watch her and the other Vocaloids dance and sing. Right. But it's really scary because you can just straight up walk away and then you're just floating in space and the sound fades out and then it gets really creepy. So
it's kind of fucked up. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I only saw it like once. And then I deleted it. But yes, that was my fun with Hatsune Miku. She's really short.
Alright, another question that is most likely from Steven. It's anonymous, but it's probably from Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Could Raiden beat up The Undertaker, Metal Gear Rising Raiden, not 2 or 4?
Yes.
Yes, but not at WrestleMania. There you go.
Wrestle, so. Yep.
Not at WrestleMania. No, but Undertaker cannot be defeated at WrestleMania. We're done here. Alright,
Done.
Thank God.
Next question. What are Mike and Miles' favorite breed of dogs?
I actually have an answer for this. Mike, what do you got?
I like small dogs. I'm a lapdog guy.
Okay.
My family has a Bichon Poodle mix, we think. I mean, apparently she's a Bichon, but the dog looks like a mix. And she's adorable.
For real though, Bichons get really dirty around the eyes.
Yep.
They like, I don't know what that is. Is it
it's like, it's tears.
It's from their eyes?
It's just like, their tears
just
are
like
weird.
Brown shit.
They just rub their eyes and shit.
Yeah, it just like clumps up and it's like, ugh. Bichons are cute if they're like straight up clean.
Yeah, my Bichon, we don't make her like super poofy or anything. She just looks like a regular dog.
Yeah, alright.
Like a dog. I'll text you both pictures of my dog right now. I have a lot of photos of my dog on my phone.
I have one of my dogs, and I'll tell you what kind of dog I got. I have a boxer. Now let me tell you about boxers. If you want a dog that is literally the definition of dog, like, okay, when you think of a dog versus like a cat, like in terms of traits, you think of just super happy all the time. Let's play. And also I'm cute? ?
Yep.
That's what a boxer is.
Okay.
And here's the best part is they're called boxers because they use their front paws and their back paws, or mostly their front paws, for everything, including telling you that they love you. So when you're cuddling with a boxer puppy, they just like push you, like with their paws, they just go, Arp! And it's adorable. And also, adorable. Yeah, and their tails are docked, and so they just got little nubs that wag back and forth when they're happy, and so they're like, I don't have anything to wag and hit on things, so they wag their entire butt and walk sideways when they're happy. It's adorable. I don't know, boxers are great. This is a cute pup that you just sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a cute dog.
It won't stop licking my face.
Yes.
I don't know how the fuck that's happening. Next question is from, another Anon. I'm gonna tackle this one because it's a wrestle question. All Which member of the Shield has the best hair? There's no question. Have you looked at Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins has black and blonde hair at the same time. He has two different kinds of hair at the same time. Dean Ambrose only has one kind of hair. Roman Reigns only has one kind of hair. Seth Rollins has two. That's awesome.
So are you judging this based on hair? Just hair?
The question was who has the best hair. Now if we're talking about who's the best member of the Shield, it's Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. But, okay, so is the hair thing tied to who's
power?
The best
of
also?
Course not.
Okay.
Seth Rollins, however, is a close second.
Cause I would think that, like, aerodynamics would come into play. I don't know anything about wrestling, but if they're flying from the top and they're gonna pile drive that screwdriver, that's gonna hurt, right? If they're going faster, they hit terminal velocity cause they shake.
Shh. Shut the fuck up, Miles. I swear to God. That's not how wrestling works. Wrestling is all about magic and power. There's no science involved, you idiot.
Puella Magi Wrestlemania?
Oh, that's the title.
There it is.
Our next questions are both from Bizarre Jelly 5. Thank you, Rose.
Hi.
Thanks, Rose.
These are also kind of questions from Miles. Okay.
Oh, man.
First question. So, like, they're definitely going to make a hack game for the Oculus, right? That series is pretty much about the Oculus Rift.
Ooh. Okay. That, and also, to a lesser extent, Sword Art Online. It depends on who has the IPs. I would like to see that. I would like to see maybe somebody a few years down the road will make something like that. That definitely sounds cool. Oh man. Sorry, my imagination is just, man.
And the next part of this question here, also this is a weird question, but how heavy is the Oculus Rift? Is it noticeable when you're wearing it?
Let's see here, let me, it's very light. It almost feels cheap. You put it on your face, and it's got a strap that goes around your head. sorry, I'm not close to the mic. It's got a strap that goes around your head, horizontally, and it's got another one goes around, across the top. And so you can like tighten those, and it, you know, it works. And so the real concern is that the front part is just a giant screen dangling off of your face, and also the nose piece isn't padded. But you know, that's not necessarily a problem. It's noticeable, but it's not a burden. It's not heavy enough to warrant any, like, complaints. Like, people are just gonna be like, oh, it's too heavy, I'm not gonna buy it. It's about as heavy as... It's lighter than a DualShock 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I just grabbed the first thing that I could. But yeah, it's lighter than a DualShock 4. Which is crazy.
Alright.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, you would expect that to not be the case.
Also, don't, when you're putting on and taking off the Rift, don't smear the lenses against your greasy ass hair.
Okay.
Is this from experience?
This is from experience.
Alright, so I guess don't do that.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Just get a haircut and then you can use the Rift. Or wear a hat.
Okay, sure. Alright. And our final Tumblr question is from Tumblr user Shoeless. Thank you. It is, how do you think the Oculus Rift could improve games less known for their first-person functions, such as driving and racing games or puzzle games?
Alright, so here's the deal. Are we talking existing games or new games that are specifically for the Rift?
Either or.
Okay, so, alright, here's my experience with games that are out already, that have been ported to the Rift, like, officially, unofficially. It doesn't work. Like, at all. Like, the one rare exception being, like, Half-Life 2. But, so, when you make a game, everything is weird. Okay, so, I'm assuming you've all played Source games. You've all played Portal, right? You've all played Half-Life.
Yeah.
So, there's a weird thing that the Source engine does that makes doors feel really small.
Alright.
When in reality, they're huge. And so, it's weird, like, scaling stuff like that. So, everything feels a little bit smaller than it should be, and then some things are a little bit bigger than they should be in the Rift. So when I'm playing, you know, Half-Life 2 and I look up, there's a light bulb, it's literally like the size of a grapefruit. It's huge. You know, stuff like that. So you kind of have to build VR experiences from the ground up. So we were talking about driving games, right? So driving is that's gonna be great. A game I do have that does work well with the Rift because it's actually modeled, like actual, to scale. Everything is to scale. Mm-hmm. It sounds funny, but Euro Truck Sim.
Okay.
I paid money for Euro Truck Sim, 2, and it works with the Rift. And it works. It is a lot of fun. Like, it's one of those games that's like, I wouldn't buy that. Like, it's like, why would you buy Train Simulator? Why would you buy any of the simulator games? They're boring as hell. I'd buy it for somebody I hate. But no, it's actually really good because I can sit there in the Rift, just driving. And I can just drive.
God, this just sounds so everything. Futuristic. Like you're just talking about the Rift.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's weird to say. It just
feels like something some old person would put in like a sci-fi novel.
Exactly. Like,
God damn.
It's crazy stuff. Yeah, so Euro Truck Sim is awesome. They have like a feature where you can turn around and peek your head out the window so you can see behind you. It's little stuff like that. But you know, we definitely have to tackle the fact that heads-up displays kinda don't work on the Rift when they're like tied to your face and you have to look up in the corner. Another game that actually works really well. I don't know if this counts as a puzzle game, but Minecraft.
Okay.
Minecraft works. Minecraft works with the Rift. It works amazingly. In fact, outside of Half-Life 2 VR with the motion controls with the Hydras, that's my favorite, VR experience.
It's like, is that one of the first things you like show people? Like, hey, check this thing out?
Oh no, they get sick immediately if I show that to them first. So I immediately boot them into the roller coaster.
Okay.
No, there's actually a demo I really like where it's called Blocked In, and you're sitting in a room, and it's like, you got like a little workbench in front of you, and there's like a giant Tetris block on it that's like being taken apart. And, you know, there's various things like, there's a Tetris box, and it's Tetris themed. So, you know, you look around, and there's no gameplay, it's literally just a place that you sit and you look around. And there's a TV next to you, and then you see that things are like falling on that TV, but it's really pixelated, so you can't make it out. And then all of a sudden you hear like the Tetris music starting to play, and then you look out the window to your right, and there's just giant Tetris blocks falling from the sky.
That's pretty cool.
Really cool. That's the first thing that I always have people do, and they're like, wow, the first thing they do is they try to reach out and touch the desk in front of them, which I conveniently have a desk. And so they're like, whoa, I can't see my hands. What else? I played, is it pronounced Toho or Toho or?
Toho.
Toho. It's one of those like, crazy bullet hell shooters. And it's like top down, so it's like you're looking inside of a shoebox from above, and there's like a little miniature game of, you know, it's like a little miniature game that you're playing and you're looking down. It's kind of cool. It's free and it's Japanese and the translation is terrible, but it's really good. I've had lots of fun with it. And also, here's the cool thing is once we get higher resolution, Rifts, and displays like that, once we get it to be higher res, we'll actually be able to just straight up use the Rift for things that aren't games. Like it's something called Rift Max. So that's essentially a virtual movie theater, and you can sit in a virtual movie theater and watch movies on a giant screen in front of you.
That's cool.
And
that's just cool.
Yeah, once the resolution gets increased, this is what I'm really excited about. You can just straight up not have any monitors, and you can have an infinite, like, desktop space floating in front of you. You can have as many monitors as you want. That's why the dev kits are out, so people can make cool stuff for the consumer version when that comes out later. And, you know, I'm really excited for Steam VR, because what they're doing is, they have you guys have heard of Steam Big Picture Mode?
Yeah, of course.
They use with controllers. So obviously, you know, when you're wearing the Rift, you can't just like take it off, launch a game, put it back on. You know, that's kind of jarring. And so what they did is they adapted Big Picture Mode, and they project it in front of a giant curved screen in front of you, and you can just launch games that way. And so pretty soon, they're teasing it, but pretty soon, games that don't have VR support will just straight up be projected on that giant screen.
Oh man. Miles, you're really selling me on this thing.
Dude, that's what I'm here for. If you have any other questions, actually, here's a question from Andrew Clare at Barfcore on Twitter. He says, how long do you think it'll be till VR becomes an affordable option for consumers? Right now, the Rift dev kit is $350 plus tax. That's expensive. But it's also for developers, and it's not for you. It's for people like me who are, you know, A, enthusiasts, and B, want to make something for it. Like, I'm gonna be making something that's very similar to Metal Gear VR missions. Which I'm really excited about, and this is the first time I've talked about it. Yay! Dropping some news here. But I've heard things that the Project Morpheus on PS4 is going to be between $200 and $250, which, if that's true, is awesome, because that is also around the price that they're shooting for the consumer version of the Rift, which is coming out this year, Q3 or Q4, 2014. It's happening. You have my word. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know, VR it's a big thing, and I'm really, really excited for it, and I'm glad I could talk to you guys about it. Like, everyone gives me shit, because they're like, oh, it's just another way to consume porn. Like, that's the only question that I get concerning the Rift. I mean, I don't take anything seriously anyway, but, like, here's another question. What's your favorite Oculus Rift hentai game? Thank you, Andrew. The answer is no. But those do exist, and I'm staying away from those. That's the thing is, that's a thing. And I'm not, I'm disappointed. I'm just,
Yeah.
But yeah, this is gonna revolutionize entertainment in general, not just video games. The way you watch movies, the way you use your computer, the way you make things is going to be changed by VR. It's happening. This is day zero. More inspirational words like that. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Did Rose say something about puzzle games, right?
Yes.
No, that was Shoeless.
Someone's something about something.
Shoeless, not Rose.
Puzzle games.
I haven't seen any. But you know what my favorite puzzle game is? Tetris Attack. And I think I'm gonna make a clone of that. For the Rift. And I don't know how that's gonna work. Or maybe, you know what? You can just straight up, play the Rift Super Nintendo emulator. Like, they have that. It's a room that you sit in, and it's huge, and there's a giant Super Nintendo screen in front of you. And you look down, there's a controller in your hand, and it's cool. I played through Super Metroid like 4 times in the Rift, and it's amazing. Also, the Virtual Boy emulator is a thing. Like, obviously, it's a no-brainer. Surprise, it's not very good.
Alright.
So yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, we don't really have much more news or questions. It was a really slow week because it was GDC and we didn't go to that because we're not cool enough yet.
We're young and poor.
Yeah.
Poor.
But eventually one day we'll be able to do that and we'll have some good ass content for GDC, so.
And when that happens, I'll be there. I can make some videos, I can edit, I can do that kind of stuff, so.
Alright.
If you need me.
Alright.
That's all you need to do is say, Oculus Rift! And then I'll appear.
Alright.
In fact, that's also a good way, for teleportation.
Are you like Jumper or something, but with, VR?
Yeah, I'm Jumpver.
Alright. I think, are we done, Mike? Do you have anything you want to add, or?
No.
You don't have any more questions?
No.
Nah.
Alright.
Thanks for being on, Miles, and talking to us about
no problem.
And all that
No,
shit.
I've been looking forward to this for a long time, so thanks for having me on.
Yeah, and now Miles can play us out. With his music.
That's all I have.
John.
Namaste, y'all.